Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. And it's time for our weekly recap of Sistas. This is season 2, episode 9, and it was titled "When I Get Home." All right, so this episode really wasn't a lot. It was some annoying moments in the episode, especially with Hayden and Zack. I'm just like over them too. Gary annoys me anyway, so that's not a big shocker that he would annoy me this episode. So let's just jump into what went down in this episode. All right, so it opens up where it left off at last week, where Gary is yelling at Andy to get in the car. So he like, get in the car, Andy, get in the car, get in the car right now. I'm telling you to get in the car. You want me to embarrass you out here? Get in this car. And she looking like, what? I don't want to talk. What? Huh? Who? And he like, look, get in the car, get in the car. And then he like, you ain't gonna ask me for no kiss or nothing. You ain't gonna ask me for no hug. How I got out and stuff. And she like, what? A kiss? Like you coming at me like that? Oh, you don't want to kiss me because of that dude? Who was the guy? Who was the guy you was with, Andy? Who was the guy? Huh? What? You got me followed? Yeah, I got you followed. Like, what are you talking about? Just get in the goddamn car so I can talk to you. Get in the goddamn. Like, he just going off and off and off. He just loud and ridiculous. And she like, look, you need to calm down. Do you want to go back to jail? And he like, go back to jail? What? Then he grabbed her because she was trying to go to her car. He grabbed her, snatched her keys, and he like, I gave up my life for you, my wife, my kids, my everything. She like, I ain't asked you to do all that. Yeah, but you knew I was married. You knew I was married. And then he said something. What did he say? He said something like, I will follow you to the end of time. Something crazy, child. And she just like looking like, what the fuck is wrong with this man? Like, she just steady trying to get her keys back because he got her keys, but he playing, I can't even think of the game. But you know that game when you just keep moving the stuff around. He keep doing that with the keys. Hayden walks up and he like, well, everything okay? What's going on? Everything okay? Gary like, everything fine. Andy like, everything is fine. It's okay. We're just talking. It's okay. He was like, oh, everything, you sure everything's fine? Everything fine. You heard what the lady said, man. Everything fine. So Hayden like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And then he leaves. I said, well, what was the purpose of him coming over there to find out what was going on? Like he was going to stop something that he really wasn't going to stop something. I said, Lord. But anyway, he leaves. Andy ends up snatching her car keys back and was like, look, you just need to get my keys back and go on about your business before you go back to jail. So he gave her back the keys. She get in her car. She leaves. Gary, of course, want to go follow her. So he gets in his car and he tries to follow her. But Hayden comes and blocks the path or whatever. So he like, move out the way. He acting like he on the phone and stuff. And then Gary get out the car like, what, you fucking her too, man? You fucking her too? And then it went off. But I was like, hey, and you act like you did a whole lot of something. Gary know where she lived at. He probably still got a key to the house, knowing Gary ass. He probably had a copy made. And he probably gonna go to the house. So, like, you really wasn't stopping him. All you was doing was delaying him, making him madder to go to that girl's house. I said, So we see Andy, she in the car, she all shaking up and stuff, and then she calling Karen up, Karen finishing up her last client, and she like, girl, what's going on? Girl, I just ran into Gary and stuff like that, and she was like, what happened? Did he hurt you? No, he ain't hurt me, girl, but he was acting crazy. How he get out? I don't know how he got out, but he was acting crazy, girl. I don't understand. She was like, all right. Well, I'm on my way. You going home? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm on my way. I'll meet you over there. So she just leaves the client and stuff. I said, well, how's she gonna get her hair finished? Like, who? Her hair wet? You done told the shampoo girl to rinse her out. Like, hello. But she gonna go meet Andy at her house. But I was like, whatever. Then we see Bree and Danny in the car. But I was kind of like, didn't Zack take her to work? So how she get her car? Oh, okay. But at any rate, they both sound miserable. Danny in her mood, Bree in her mood. And Bree called her up and she like, girl, what's going on? And Danny like, look, girl, I ain't got time to be playing 21 questions with your ass. Tell me what's going on with you. I'm not in the mood. She was like, oh, okay, I just wanted to know, what happened with you and the guy at the thing. She was like, girl, yeah, he liked to lick ass and he used my toothbrush. Ew, not the toothbrush, girl. So she was like, yeah, but I gave it to the landlord. Her ass won't be letting Preston in no more. I said, And so then not Dandy, Jesus, Bree finally lets Danny know what was going on with her and Calvin. She told her that Calvin wants to be exclusive and stuff like that. And she was like, girl, but y'all just met. She was like, yeah, I know. So I don't know if I want to commit to him. And then he was like, yeah. And then with that whole crystal meth thing, which I don't believe, but whatever. She was like, yeah, I don't know if he on that crystal meth because wait a minute, girl, Danny, I see you tonight. All right, girl, talk to you later. Bye. So then she click up. She calls Maurice. Maurice still at work. He doing the reports and stuff like that. And she asked Maurice to give Calvin a drug test because she was like, you still want Calvin to move in with you or whatever. I need you to go in the drawer down there at the bottom and get one of them little drug test him. He was like, I ain't drug testing that man. What is you talking about? She was like, you don't want no addict living with you? All right, girl, I'm gonna do it this time, okay? So he gonna give Calvin a drug test. And she was like, just don't tell him, all right? Just don't tell him. He was like, all right, whatever. Then we see Fatima, which this scene really wasn't necessary. She calling Zack up basically to tell him that she going out and then she gonna leave a key for him to go into the apartment or whatever. And he was just like, all right, bro. Okay, I'll talk to you later. And I was like, he acting stupid. Like the dudes in the background could hear that it was Fatima on the line. Zack don't get himself together. And then we see Karen. She arrived at Andy's house. And Karen like, girl, what that asshole do now? And she was like, girl, she was like, well, how he even get out of jail? I don't know. So they sitting in the dark in the kitchen. And so Andy, like, look, he knew I was with Paris last night. He having me followed. Karen like, girl, that's not normal. Like, you need to leave that man alone. Like, cut your losses, get your keys, get your everything, leave him be or whatever. And she was like, look, okay, I'm gonna be fine. I'm just gonna give him back his money. He gave me all this money. Yeah, he needed to give you back that money. You ain't giving him nothing. Yeah, but I'm just gonna give him back his money, cut him off and stuff like that, and I'm gonna be done. No, what you need to do is go ahead and give me that money and have him come down to the shop. I talked to him a little bit. No, girl, don't you talk to him because it's gonna be something. I don't need you talking to him or nothing like that. I'm gonna take care of it and stuff. She was like, and you need to get him out your system, girl, because you acting crazy over this man. You heard what the wife said. Well, what if she was lying? You seen it with your own eyes. How you gonna say she was lying? So they go back and forth and stuff like that. And so Karen basically wanted Andy to cut him off completely. Like, just flip the switch. Even though Andy in love with this man, she was planning a future with this man. She saw this man in her future for the rest of her life, all that other stuff. And Karen is basically like, look, I still love Zack, but I had to let Zack go and stuff like that. And Andy like, look, I'm not like you. I just can't cut nobody off. When I love hard. I give my all or whatever, and I give my whole heart. So I just can't cut that person off like that. This is really hurting me. And she crying and stuff. And not Andy. Karen like, all right, girl, I understand. But I'm just saying, you need to go out there and talk to somebody else, just can't be talking to this man no more about, with this bullshit going on. I know, girl, I know. She was like, all right, I'm going to give you a minute. But I just want you to know your minute lasted 6 months. She was like, all right. I heard you the first time. I heard what you said. I got you. Just give me my minute, okay? Just give me my minute. She was like, all right. You looking good, girl. Thank you. See, I need more positivity like that from you, okay? That's what I need from you. So they was talking. And then next scene, we see Hayden, child. He knocking on Fatima door. He go to Fatima and she like, what you doing here? He like, oh, well, you, I was trying to call you or something. Did he say he was trying to call her? I think he said he was trying to call her or something like that. And she was like, okay. And he was like, well, you look like you about to go out. Yeah, I am. And he was like, well, who you going with? Why are you worried about who I'm going with? That ain't none of your business. Like, you don't have access to that information. He was like, all right, you right. But I just wanted to talk to you about, Andy. And she was like, oh, what's going on with her? He was like, well, the dude who got out of jail, he was in the parking lot and stuff, going ham and stuff. Like, what you know about her? It seemed like a dangerous situation and stuff. She was like, well, I don't know much about her. I'm trying to get to know her and stuff, but I can find out more information. And he was like, all right. She was like, that's all you had to say? And he was like, yeah, you looking good and stuff. She was like, okay, thank you. Child, he still wants some of Fatima. She got that good pussy. He done fell in love. He want to marry her. And she like, dude, no. Like, we not going down that path. That was a one night time, and that's not what we finna do. So he said something. What did he say? He said that he felt like she was the one, and she was like, yeah, I'm the one for a lot of guys, but I'm not interested or whatever. I was like, oh, Okay, Fatima. So she was like, ain't nobody, because he was like, why you not getting married? You a pretty girl and all this stuff. She was like, I'm not trying to get married. I got everything I need for myself and I'm doing what I want to do. Like, I don't want to get married. I don't have to get married. Like, I don't need nothing to figure out. So he's trying to figure her out and stuff. And he was just doing too much. Like, she already said she not interested in you. She already put that out there that she moved on from you. Like, get over yourself. Like, you just wasn't it. Like, go somewhere or whatever. So he like, all right, well, is dude coming over so I can meet? She was like, yeah, you can meet him on the other side of the door. You got to go. So then she finally put him out or whatever. But he was being real annoying. I was just like, marriage? Did y'all date? It sounded like they just had like a little, they knew each other as they was younger. And it sounded like they just had sex one time or something like that. And now he all then fell in love and all this other stuff. I'm like, dude, you could have picked up the phone and told her what happened at the job or whatever, but whatever. Then we see Preston. So we see Preston. He waiting outside the door for Danny because the landlord is not letting him in. And he was like, yeah, you see, I ain't go in or whatever. She was like, yeah, because I took care of that. She won't be doing that anymore. So he was like, well, can I come in? So, of course, she let him in. He apologizes. He said that he talked to his sister, and his sister helped him understand where he went wrong. He said that was the first time he said he used gal with other girls, but this is the first time he used it with a black woman, and he didn't know, and yada, yada, yada. So he apologizes, and she says that, she accepted the apology and stuff like that. And he was saying he didn't know it was offensive and he's trying to learn, so she needs to teach him. Basically, and I mean, she really want him around and she see that he green. He already said he was green. So like help the man out. Tell him what he need to know to please you and not offend you and all the other stuff. And what's the problem? But we know Danny. So at any rate, I was really happy about this scene because Danny started being real honest with him. She wasn't putting on fronts. She basically told him how she felt about him because he was asking her like, well, what was with dude? And she said that she missed him. She was calling him all that time, that she wanted somebody to hug her the way he hugs her, to kiss her the way he kisses her, and just touch her, be there and stuff like that for him. She said that she wasn't interested in dude, and then she told him that he licked her butt, and Preston was like, look, that was too much honesty. I didn't need to know all of that. And so she was just basically saying like, I like you a lot and stuff. And so it was really nice to see Danny kind of let her wall down, finally let Preston in. And so she said, because he offered to cook dinner and stuff, and he was like, well, I can cook dinner. And she was like, well, that would be real nice, but I'm going out with the girls and stuff. So he said he was going to be around for, a little dessert or whatever. And then he started kissing her neck. I said, damn, did she just fuck old dude this morning? Oh, child. Let her get a B cleansing first, Preston, or something. Did she shower? Like, Jesus. But anyway, we see Maurice. He at the bank. Calvin called him. So then he told Calvin to bring him some burgers and they could discuss him moving in. So Calvin basically said he was going to meet him at the bank. So we're going to get that whole scene out the way, child. Because then Calvin came to the bank. Maurice acting crazy like he can't see Calvin at the door. And he's talking about something, I don't know, you probably here to set me up and rob me. He was like, man, open up this damn door. So then Maurice finally opened up the door. He got the burgers for him and stuff. And then he was asking him like, look, you gonna let me move in? And of course Maurice, what? You just go straight in, no lube, no Vaseline, no nothing, just dry. Okay, well, I'm gonna think about it, but first I'm gonna have you take this test. Okay? He was like, a test? What? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to take this test. Okay, I need to know that you all right, because you won't be stealing my air conditioning. He was like, what does that even mean? Just take the test. So at first, before the test, Calvin told him that his dad was moving down to Florida, and he gave his dad all his savings and stuff to move down to Florida and whatnot. So I think Maurice kind of like, the white man ain't had no savings, and you was nice enough to give him your savings, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this drug test. So, because he already said they be lying. That's when they be on that stuff. So he has Calvin pee in the middle of the bank, child, where the little desk at where you fill out the deposit slips. He had some pee right there. I said, that's some nasty shit. And so then he took the urine cup and he was like, well, the results won't come in for a couple days. He was like, look, I'm going to see you in tomorrow with your money and then I'm going to start moving in, okay? Because it's going to be clean. I don't do no weed. I don't do no crack. I don't do no cocaine. I don't do no crystal meth. I don't do none of that shit, okay? I don't do it. So he was like, all right, well, we gonna see. We gonna see. And so then he left out the thing. He didn't wash his hands. He didn't give him no sandy wipe or nothing. I was like, ew, that's nasty. Back at Karen's house. So Aaron comes to Karen's house because, you know, they're supposed to meet up for groceries. She all dialed up and stuff, looking cute. And she was like, okay, we can go to the grocery store. I got about 45 minutes and then we come back and stuff. He was like, well, why you just ain't cancel? We can go grocery shopping tomorrow or whatever. She was like, well, no, I wanted to see you. So he was like, oh, okay, you wanted to see me? All right. So she asked him about the first lady and he was like, no, I don't know nothing about her. I ain't never heard of her before. And so she was like, oh, okay. He was like, why you asked me that? Well, because I ain't never had no first lady come into the shop. And that was just strange. And he was like, well, maybe God trying to tell you something. I mean, look, you sound like Pam. Don't say that. You sound like Pam and stuff. So then they was joking and all that other stuff. And because he was joking about marriage and whatnot. I said, sir, you don't need to be talking about no marriage right now, okay? So he was just like, we can go shopping tomorrow, so you ain't got to rush. And she was like, all right. And so then they kissed, and then I guess he got a little excited because she was like, ain't none of that, okay? Not right now. I got to go out. So at any rate, she want him there when she comes back from partying or having dinner with the girls and stuff like that. So he said he was gonna go grab a bag and then come back to the apartment and stuff like that. So they was cute. I like them two together. I think they're really cute. And then Zack. So Zack goes to Fatima's house. She's still there. She's just putting her shoes on and stuff. And she like, he come in with his shirt open. I'm like, why he got his shirt open? Whatever. But he come in there and she like, oh, hey, how you doing and stuff. She's smiling and whatnot. And he looking all crazy. And so he just acting stupid, like, you going out? And she like, yeah, I'm about to go out and stuff. He was like, oh, okay. Who you going out with or whatever? She was like, look, you asked a lot of questions, but you should have said is I look beautiful, I look good and stuff. He was like, okay, I mean, you do look good and stuff. And so then he told her again, like, you look beautiful and whatever. Like, you probably got a ton of men dropping at your feet. And she was like, maybe not or whatever. And he was like, yeah, yeah, I know you. So you going out with somebody? You going out with a guy? She was like, and if I was, like, what is the problem or whatever? And he was like, well, why you want me here? She was like, damn, I got to build you back up again. He was like, build me back up or butter me up. Like, how many of the guys that you done slept with down there at the job site or whatever? And she like, what? Ain't nobody sleep with nobody down there at that job site. You the only guy. He was like, well, what about Hayden? And she was like, okay, me and Hayden had a one night stand or whatever like that. The sex was bad. I didn't want to do it again. And that was it. So he was like, yeah, I knew it. She was like, look, and I ain't even had to tell you that. I don't owe you nothing. I just told you that because I wanted to tell you that. But honestly, I don't owe you none of that or whatever. So then he acting all stupid again, talking about something, you probably going out with a man. And she was like, and if I am, is you want to be here when I get back or no? I was like, I said, Fatima is a goddamn savage. A child. Ooh, that used to be me back in the day. Child, not no more though. I ain't no savage like that. But I said Fatima is like, she know what she wants. She need to be teaching Andy, Karen. Danny seemed like she trying to get it together, but she need to be teaching them girls something down there. I hope she tell them something at this damn dinner table because, child, she got it all figured out. She like, look, I am secure about myself and I don't need you to be questioning me. If you want to question me, then you can go out the door or you can be in this bed when I get back. Other than that, peace. I'm out. I will see you later or I might not see you later. And she left out. I said, girl, you better do that. And then lastly, we see Maurice. He at the bank. And here this bald head ass nigga go getting out of the car. What was his name? I can't even think of his name. But the one who beat up Maurice the last time. I said, why is he back? Why he not in jail? Like, what the fuck? Like, Tyler, don't play. I'm not in the mood for this shit. So that was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about the episode. If y'all like this review recap, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel. And also hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.